Listen, guys, this is a very, very strong information and is a sad one. Like, I am feeling sad even sharing this because if you remember vividly, sometime last year, was it last year or 2 years ago? A particular sector came out to publish that they needed so many people to come in. I remember vividly that I had a couple of friends that even applied for that route. I'm talking about prison sector. Sometime that last year, if it's not last year, it should be late 2023. There was a publication by this particular sector that they needed so many people to come in because they were short of staffs. Most of those jobs came with visa sponsorship. And not just people here, even people outside of the United Kingdom. Like they were employing people from all over the world, giving them COS to come to the United Kingdom to work under the prison sector in England and Wales. Guys, guess what? I was just going through my phone. I've never seen this information before. If not, I would have brought this. I didn't even know that this has been on since I think September this year, because they published this sometime in September this year. And this was published by the Guardian newspaper. So it's on the news. Hundreds of prison officers may have to leave UK after Labour's visa rule change. It was, I think, 22nd of July 2025 this year that most of those information or proposal on the white paper took effect. And as part of the changes was to increase the salary threshold from 38,700 to 41,700. And as a matter of fact, they are not even talking about people that wants to come, like employing more people. No, that's not what they are talking about. They are talking about the current staffs they have, like people that they had employed when this route was open. Guys, this is going to affect so many people. Calm down, calm down. No, 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 no. According to this particular information, the challenge they have now is renewing their visas. According to this information, it looks like they gave them limited number of years. So say they gave them like 2 years, 3 years, and at the end of the period to renew that visa is now becoming a problem. Guys, let me just stop talking and read this out. You need to hear this. Hundreds of foreign prison officers will lose their job and could be forced to return to their home countries at short notice because of a change in visa rules introduced by Labour. Governors and a union have warned. More than 1,000 staffs, guys, on that other version of it, I've forgotten the news source that published it. I read it that it was hundreds of Nigerians, like they brought it down to Nigerians, okay? But here it says more than 1,000 staffs, mainly from African countries, have been sponsored by prison across England and Wales, allowing them to come to the United Kingdom on skilled worker visas. But since a rule change in July, overseas prison officers whose contract needs to be renewed, so they are not even talking about recruiting more people, okay, have been told that they are no longer eligible for a visa if they are paid below the threshold of £41,700. And the question is, which sector, which employer is willing to pay up to this amount? Okay, then it went further. Keir Starmer promised in May to drive down net migration to the UK significantly. Mark Fairhurst, the national chair of the Prison Officers Association (POA) union, said the change was scandalous and done in haste because the government was pandering to reform. Like they are trying to say that this is more political because government was trying to respond or to show that they have tougher immigration plans. Remember what happened when Kemi Badenoch is not out of this because Kemi Badenoch was the one that came out, if you remember, sometime in January or so early this year, that okay, these are their policy, and immediately the government brought out the white paper. So if you come down, it says we have written to ministers asking them to reverse this decision and give prison officers an exception because we need the staff they are forcing out of the country, but they won't give it to us, he said. It is because they are pandering to reform. They want to seem tough on immigration and reduce the level of overseas workers. But as a result, prisons will be harder to manage. Staff morale will plummet and hardworking colleagues will be forced to leave the country. It is a disgraceful way to treat them. Guys, I could actually go on, But for the sake of this video, I will just leave the source of this information, on the description box of this video. You could just go there and read it. If you come down a little bit, it went further to talk about the cost of training prison workers. According to the information I can see here, it costs about £10,000 to recruit and train every prison worker, and now governors are having to sack people when their right to work comes to an end. So guys, you can see it's really a sad one. I will try to just summarize it. But before then, just in case you're watching this video and you were among those people, because I remember vividly, many people, like the links were just flying around. Many people forwarded even that link to me, okay? Because this is a job that comes with visa sponsorship. And many students are here, trying to switch to a visa that would allow them to work in the United Kingdom. So not just people that came from outside of the United Kingdom, even many people here, okay? People that came on student visa, postgraduate visa, and other visa routes, they took up those roles and they are working wonderfully well. Yes, they are doing their job diligently, as you could hear the chairman said. So guys, what do you think about this? Just in case you are watching this video and you are part of those people that applied, it could be that your application was not successful, or it could be that you later changed your mind, maybe because of one or two things. You just said, no, let me just go for another job. Or you applied, your application was successful, they gave you visa sponsorship, and now you are amongst these people, that could be asked to leave the United Kingdom. It's a sad one, honestly. It's a sad one, because the point, in summary, what they are trying to say is that in July, they increased the salary threshold as part of the informations that were there. So most of those informations on that white paper took effect in July this year, 2025, 22nd to be precise. And they increased the salary threshold from 38,700 to 41,700. And the question now is that how many companies are willing to pay people up to 41,700 to continue working for them? The issue is that even people that companies had sponsored before, okay, although they gave an exemption, let's not forget, they gave an exemption to people that received their certificates of sponsorship before April, I think April 2024. But people that received theirs after that, they would be subject to meet that new salary threshold when they are renewing their visas. So those people that applied before April, or sometime in April 2024, I think they reduced their own a little bit. I will try to look for it, and put it here so that you guys will see it. Please, if you have not liked this video and you have watched up to this moment, kindly do that now. Thank you again for watching, and I remain blessing, a Mozuzu of Blessed Blessing channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.
He go better for you, my people, no they fear. Jump a journey now your own, make you know this, UK, US, Canada, not the place to go. Blessed Blessing channel, go guide your soul. Blessed Blessing channel, go guide your soul. Blessed Blessing channel.